Before we dive into this week's choice, I just want to remind you all that Christmas is creeping up on us here pretty fast. And in all honesty, I don't know where the year went, but it flew by pretty quick. And nonetheless, it is officially the holiday season. So if you're looking to celebrate, or if you need a gift for that special someone who misses Japan or just loves the culture or treats or anything really out there, you gotta check out Tokyo Treat. Now, if you don't know what Tokyo Treat is, it's basically a way to experience Japan from the comfort of your own home. That's right. No plane tickets, no nothing, no flying, anything. Just relax at home. And they send you a box packed with exclusive premium snacks, limited edition chips, noodles, candies, anything. Basically, all the stuff you just can't get at the grocery store down the street comes straight to you. On top of all that, every month has a theme, and this month's theme is Snack in Wonderland, and they went all out for those winter vibes. We're talking double berry Kit Kats, which were amazingly delicious, the melonberry bread, which blew us away, along with the Silent Night salted truffles that are just absolutely amazing. They are dangerous. I wish I had more of those. But you also had the falala French salad chips and the winter yakisoba to top it all off. Now, aside from all that stuff, we had a wonderful time here at my house with this treat box because you know what? Rick was in town. He got to enjoy all the treats with us. And what helped tie it all in together to make this whole experience a fun, stress-free time was the cultural guide booklet. This booklet, not only does it tell you about the snacks, tells you about information all about Japan, tells you about the theme, tells you about the snacks, treats, and everything like that. And speaking of treats, it has the allergen information in there listed, which was a great thing because my wife and Rick both have allergies. And this booklet basically helped us navigate all those treats, making sure that they weren't eating anything that they shouldn't be eating, taking something that potentially could have been a horrible time into a fun, wonderful, stress-free time where we all got to make sure that we were eating treats and having a blast at the exact same time. So treat yourself or someone else, or just get them this wonderful box as a Christmas gift. And trust me, you won't be disappointed. It is well worth it. And special for our listeners, if you use coupon code Featured Anime, you get $5 off that very first box when you use that code with our affiliate link in the show notes. Once again, that is coupon code Featured Anime. Along with our affiliate link in the show notes, you get $5 off that very first box. And a big shout out, big thank you to Tokyo Treat for keeping us fed and for sponsoring this episode. And now, on to the main show. Welcome to the Featured Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Jack.
And I'm Rick.
And today we are talking about the Ossan Newbie Adventurer Trained to Death by the Most Powerful Party Became Invincible, which was recommended to us by Mad Sexy Man, a.k.a. Rick, who got it recommended to him from someone he and I both know. So, I mean, kind of is what it is. But if you want to know why this was recommended, I'd be happy to tell you that. Would you like to know why it was recommended?
Yeah, please, by all means.
Okay. It was recommended because we needed to watch it because funny. That's all that was written. Why do we need to watch it? Funny. All right. Why is it being recommended? My friend laughed and said we should watch it. Good enough.
You know, it seems accurate.
Sure.
It seems like that would be important.
Okay.
You definitely would want, you'd want someone funny. You'd want to watch something funny, something entertaining, one might even say.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, I would love to have watched an entertaining show. Anyways,
You're welcome.
I didn't say thank you. That's for sure.
You know, and you won't have to.
You're right. I won't have to because
we have.
Yeah, I mean, like that. And if I actually watched a good show. Anyways, Producers for this are Hobby Japan, TV Tokyo, MBS, Muse Communication, Nippon Columbia, just to name a couple of them. Studio for it is Umeda Company. It aired from July 2024 through September 2024. Genres are action, adventure, fantasy, comedy, and shonen. I would definitely take the comedy portion of that with a grain of salt as much as humanly possible. It is based off of a light novel, and it is 12 episodes long. Now, I know this episode will be kind of confusing because the main character's name is Rick, and obviously we have Rick here, but I just want to really kind of point out before I go into the synopsis that all the negativity and trash that we'll be talking is about both Ricks.
Oh, is that so?
No, but this anime basically centers around a character named Rick Gladiator or Gladiator, depending on how you want to try and pronounce it. He's a 30-something-year-old former guild clerk who finally quits his desk job and chases his childhood dream to become an adventurer. After getting picked up by the legendary S-rank party, Orichalcum Fist, he spends 2 brutal years being trained literally to death over and over. That is largely where the anime actually starts, with it following Rick as he takes on the adventurer exams, clashes with proud nobles, tackles dangerous quests, enters high profile martial arts tournaments, and all while staying humble. This anime mixes the tones of an easygoing comedy with a flash of fantasy action, leaning into the themes of late blooming found family and how an earnest middle-aged guy can quietly overturn the world that worships talent and youth.
Yeah, I thought you were going to keep going, but yeah, that's basically the long and short of it. Last I checked, most shows that have a Rick in it are good shows. Think of this one.
So hold up.
Featured anime podcasts.
You said
they're both good shows with both Rick in them.
No, there's only one good show out of the 2 that you mentioned, and that would be Featured Anime Podcast.
Thank goodness.
If
opinions are subjective.
I mean, some of our most highest rated and watched episodes are ones without Rick. So.
That was it. If you heard my throat closing up, almost allergic to the amount of garbage being spewed.
Truth? I have numbers to show it. I have numbers to back it up.
I accuse you of purchasing? Oh, goodness. If I had a good conscience, like I sure phrase, I have a good conscience, but if I had a conscience that would allow me to do some shady stuff without
you do have a conscience that allows you to do that. I'm
morally gray on a lot of things.
Yes, you are.
But 3 people in my life know almost everything. My wife, you, my mom, because I can't keep a secret to save my life.
True.
Dude, it was so bad when I was a kid. I know this is probably pre-show stuff. When I was a kid, my mom would find out I did bad stuff because I would sleep talk. I would feel so guilty that I'd call her in the middle of the night and have full conversations about everything I did wrong. And she told me that she was a superpower person. Like she had powers like comic books, and she could sniff a lie within 48 hours of me telling one. And I could not for the life of me figure out how it happened until maybe 3-4 years ago when she was like, "Yeah, do you still sleep? Do you still talk in your sleep?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Yeah, you would always tattletale on yourself. It was the easiest thing to know when you were lying because we just had to come and ask." And oh, that's great.
It works. That's all that matters. But yeah, no.
If I was able to do this without telling you or my wife, I would purchase viewership on everything except those. And I would make the one Rick Solo the most highly rated by a mile. You'd be like, why did I wake up to 18 million views on this one?
And then why were we immediately banned and removed from every platform? It's amazing. It's like it goes against.
I didn't say it was smart.
It's like it goes against terms of service or something like that. I don't know. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. It must.
It's amazing.
Of course.
No, but to be fair, though,
yeah,
the anime was bad, miraculously bad for me. I hated the animation. It looked horrible.
The animation wasn't all there. I'll give you that.
No, the animation was not there at all. Right. So like we joke and jokes aside and everything else, this anime to me honestly was not good. Right. I didn't like the animation of it. The story was kind of lackluster, to put it mildly, at its best. The character designs were poor. The background for them, or their overall overarching like viewpoints of like, we have to do this because of whatever and fill in the blank, felt empty. And then you're introduced to characters that literally you have no information on. You're told you should kind of care about them, but you don't really care about them. And then they have information that they try to kind of fill in for you at the exact same time, but not really telling you anything about it.
Okay.
I mean, so, right. I'll go to the beginning. Aside from the animation, which just honestly really bothered the living daylights out of me. The animation and character designs just bothered me to no end. Ignoring all of that, all right, ignoring and moving past all of that. The very beginning when he's getting tested, he gets a rank of an F. He puts his hand on the magic thing, right, to measure his magic level, and it just pops. Yeah, it pops. But a second later, it cracks. Why?
Just immense
negative
potential.
Immense negative potential. Immense non-existing potential. Immense potential that does not exist in the remotest of possibilities.
I mean, it's possible. See, here's what I got to say about that.
I'm waiting.
It was like a vacuum. You know, it was like he touched it.
So
it was a surge,
it broke
and then just it sucked in all the ambient, and the orb is not used to giving away mana, so that's why it broke. Although I just looked it up, surprisingly, the My Anime List score for this show is a 7.37. So like, people liked it. People liked it enough to give it a good score.
People liked Glass Slip enough to give it a good score, but you don't see me going out there giving it 10s and 8s and 9s.
Oh, that's brutal, bro. That's not even fair. That is
your go-to is like, oh, people out there really like it. It has a decent score. Glass Slip
got a 5.
Yeah, and enough people liked it to push up to that 5. So
yeah, I think it was that wasn't a real thing.
Oh, it's 100% a real thing. A lot of people truly and genuinely do like it. Why? You read the reviews. Read the reviews. They'll tell you.
They're wrong.
Yeah, just like everyone now about this anime. They're wrong.
Not nearly as many people. Anyway, so okay, honestly, going back to it, this show is lackluster in many things. But is it over the top? Yes. Is it junk food? Absolutely. Is it good junk food? That's debatable. There's I feel like watching it the first time, I was like, this is great. I liked it. I focused on a bunch of stuff. Watching it the second time, I'm not nearly as impressed. So its rewatch value is fairly low. But, well, okay. Let me list all the bad things first. The rewatch value is low. The way that everything is the way that the main character is how do you even say it? Not undervalued, but underrepresented, when your expectation is low, what is it called? Undervalued, underrepresented,
I don't know what you're trying to go for, so I don't know why you're asking me.
well, because you're the wordsmith here.
What are you trying to say?
He's looked down upon.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking down upon him.
Yeah.
Regardless of his achievements. Like they just saw him do something otherworldly and they're like, oh, poo-poo on him.
Yeah, he's the underdog.
Underwhelming. There you go. They view him as an underwhelming opponent, regardless of his feats in front of them. Oh, they explain away what the issues are. The main protagonist enemies is a family that is somehow everywhere and nowhere all at once. It's super smart, super great lineage is chock full of idiots, and not even lovable idiots, just straight up arrogant, unworthy children. And because they have a meager amount of power, which I'm not going to lie, compared to the normal population, it's like if you and I went to school again and you got your grades and I got my grades. Like even though you got better grades than me, I still look down on you because for whatever reason. Like I was like, oh, well, I did great in PE and you didn't, but in every other instance you surpassed me. And I'm like, but your PE score is abysmal, not to say that it was, but that's the idea that I'm getting here, where their arrogance is extremely unfounded compared to the regular population. And somehow, some way, they're still via influenced, put into positions of potential power. I hope it gets a second season. Genuinely, I do. Mainly because I feel like they cut the story off halfway through about. Granted, they went out on a high note and probably the best arc of the show, but that's unfortunately not saying very much because the best arc of the show was a flashback.
No, it wasn't even a flashback.
You don't think so?
No.
A backstory? Is that what you call it?
I wouldn't even say it's a backstory. I would say the best arc of the show was the singular fight scene where you had that kind of attempt at an emotional connection between two characters, and that's it.
You cry a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
No.
No, I mean, it hit me in my feels for like 0.2 seconds.
It hit me in the feels of why am I still watching this?
Because you're dedicated.
You're
a better man than me. Because if it was Jinju Ito, I'd have stopped 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so those are kind of the bad parts. The good parts is regardless of how the story progresses, you do get enough information to understand the motivation of the main character. You understand that he has this super secret, awesome ability that never awakened. And then to find out how he awakens it at the very end and what it actually does. I mean, it's very generic. I'll give you that. It is extremely generic as a power goes. The activation of it seems like it would get harder and harder as the stronger he gets. Like that didn't really make sense to me.
Like, and what do you mean? Like the activation of what?
Of his secret ability. Spoiler warning, in case you didn't have it. His ability is basically to overpower him to the limit and beyond, and everything like that. It's one for all. No, that's his ability to push beyond his current limits, and the issue is.
It's the activation is. First of all, I disagree with the assessment because it's not one for all. One for all is vastly different. If you know anything, I've not watched the series, but I have seen and heard enough about it to know that it is a horrible assessment.
Okay, so in my assessment, one for all is just really strong punches at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. One for all is the name of the quirk, and it is basically an encompassing of dozens of different abilities from different ability users.
That's all for one. One for all only has at the end of the show, I think it only had what, 7, 8 different abilities
Okay.
tacked into one. Regardless, what it does is it just turns him from whatever level he's at to level 15, and the cap for the world is around level 5. So the activation of his ability is essentially confront an overwhelming force, recognize that you're not strong enough, and force yourself to get stronger. Force yourself to persevere and get better. And the stronger he recognizes himself to be, the harder it will be to activate his ability, in my mind. For some reason, that it didn't happen that way. They're like, we trained him to learn how to confront things that he's too weak on. And the entire time of the show, the thing that did annoy me was the fact that he perpetually undervalued his ability, his strength. He's like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that, I did. Oh, you can move this mountain. It's fine. You can, it takes very little. Oh, I have to run 18 miles. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Like, no matter how ditzy you are, no matter how oblivious to common sense you are, that's not normal. And most people, aside from your S-class heroes, can't do it. And he refuses to believe that. Refuses. And it's, my biggest problem was that. Like the inconsistency of his power scaling, the inconsistency of him not recognizing he's getting better. It doesn't make any sense. Beyond that, the backstories, which contain majority of the show, were middling. At first, I thought it was really good. On my first thing, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. This makes sense. This makes sense. On my second viewing, I'm like, So overpowered people are born overpowered, and then he just happens to luck into something because he basically had to blow apart a dragon, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And that got him the favor of somebody who could have done it to begin with. Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
He was protecting somebody who could have done it by themselves.
Yeah, but
with
one of
far
the
less
things
effort.
that they talk about and they point out is that everyone has their own points or viewpoints or anything like that where they're kind of hindered from moving forward, or they have a wish where they're trying to move forward with it. And one of the obstacles for her is dragons, right? That is her thing. That is the one thing where she's not able to move past because of that fear. Ultimately, the real reality is everyone basically is told that they have the exact same wish, that they wish to destroy the dragon or whatever it's the demonic being or whatever. I can't remember the name. I don't care to remember the name. Only to find out later on that that is not true. That is not everyone's wish. That is not everyone's goal.
It's their connecting factor, but it's not their goal.
Not even close. It's like it's like they said this several times too. Everyone here has the exact same wish. We all wish to do this one thing. And then they immediately renege on that and say, his true wish is this. His wish is that. It's this.
I think they just have a common wish that they all joint on. And it's not their sole wish. It's just a wish they have in common.
Yeah. But then that, to me, their strive, their strength, their purpose moving forward really isn't that. Like, and you could even argue it's like, yeah, we believe this to be true, but that's not why it was the party was formed. They believe
do you think it
that
might be a means to an end?
Yeah, it's just something for them to do, for them to have a badge of honor, is what I think ultimately it's going to end up being.
I thought that they believe that defeating this one thing will lead to their own outcome that they're looking for. What I mean by that is
one of them already got it. One of them already got it. So that's already out the door. That doesn't matter anymore. So he's already, one of them's already got it. So is he going to leave now? Are they going to get someone else in there? Are they going to replace him?
I think it's kind of like, let's say your goal and my goal is $1 million, and we want to earn that in the next year and a half. Okay. And what you want to do with the money is to build an amusement park. And what I want to do with the money is to light it on fire. Our goals are different, but we have to pass through this one goal to get to our other goals.
That is not true at all.
You don't think that's what's happening there?
That is no,
I mean,
because
one
they're
guy-
literally already,
Yeah.
literally their goal. They said they want to do our wish, our goal. It's all the same. We want to do X. Then you're told, hey, homeboy, his goal, his wish is actually Y.
We got to
Y
get
is
2X
now
to get through
completed.
Y.
No, Y is already there. Y is already done.
Okay, so he just took a shortcut.
And it's already completed. So he's out. He's no longer needed. They're going to write him out. They're going to move on. He's not needed anymore. They're going to replace him with another guy who's like, oh, I strive or want to continue on, blah 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 blah. I want to be blah 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 blah.
They're going to replace him with the chick that the old man's training.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. No, there was a lot of talk no jutsu going on in here. I'm not gonna lie. It's first viewing, I really liked it. Second viewing, I was kind of annoyed by it because I knew what was going to happen. I knew where it was going. I knew most of what was going on there. And my highlight was the backstory of the ogre. I enjoyed that immensely. But as far as the rest of the story goes, it's kind of bland, and they didn't finish it. It was a very open-ended ending to the series. So,
yeah, to say the least, yeah, it was 100% an open ending. Understandably so. I know that they really want to kind of leave themselves open and hope for a second season. And I will say this, in all honesty, short of them doing, what is it, the Fruit of Evolution, where they literally begged for a second season at the end, I feel like they might as well at that point have done the exact same thing.
please, oh great ones, we want a second season.
Yeah,
we'll get a second season out of this before we get a no game, no life season, which is abysmal.
Well, right. All right. Anyways, I don't have a lot to really talk about. This is action. If you want mindless nonsense, that's just action with power fantasy rolled up into it, this will be the show for you. In terms of background, backstory, character growth, development, everything like that doesn't happen. You never see that. It just kind of is there, sadly, and they set up a lot of it for maybe future expansions, but that's about it. I mean, they also continue to harp on the guy. Even his own party mates continue to harp on him. Anyways, I could go on. I'm not going to go on. I could go on. I don't want this to be a very long episode of me just trashing an already trash anime.
I got nothing more to say. I just have a dumpster of stuff to dump on here. Let's dole that out.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to end it there.
Okay.
So on a scale of up to 10, sir, how would you rate this?
I was going to say, I think I'm ready for a rating. On a scale of up to 10, I don't want to, but I'm going to have to give it like a 4. And the reason why I'm giving it a 4 is upon second viewing, it really shattered what I was hoping for, because I watched it and then I saw a bunch of YouTube shorts of the highlights. I'm like, oh, this is awesome, rose-colored goggles. Only to realize the YouTube shorts, the 8 or 10 of them that I saw, encompassed every good part of the show. It's like when you watch a trailer for a movie, only to realize they took all the best parts of the movie and put them in the trailer. So that's why I got to give it a 4. For 12 episodes, it really wasn't a lot of good. There was a lot of things they left open. There was just, if they do get a second season, I hope they explain a lot more, and I hope they actually finish what they're trying to do. So anyway, and you?
I need you to just like kind of give me any extra good positive point that you can think of, just any.
To give it more than a 1. Okay. So a positive point for me was the fact that their backstories were not redundant. The backstories made sense for each character, and the emotional tug at your heartstrings and what I would consider to be the finale of the first season actually meant something. You had a character who was ultimately lonely, finding a family. And that was kind of beautiful in an anime. I wasn't expecting it to happen.
All right. I don't agree with the heartstrings tugging portion of it. All right. I'll let you choose for me. It's either a 2 or a 3.
That's actually higher than I was expecting.
I don't put this in the same class as Glass Slip. So in good conscience, I can't give it a true 1. You pushed it into the solid 2 territory. The found family and the potential for a more fleshed out, deeper story definitely kind of inches it closer to that 3. But I'm still pretty firm in the 2 territory personally.
Then let's leave it at that.
Okay.
I was expecting a 1 or a 2 for you.
No.
The fact that you're even going 2 or a 3, I'd still, if you were unhappy with it, I'm not trying to influence your thing, your score as much as you influence mine. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, 2 would be a safe bet. 3 would be a stretch, and we're not trying to stretch.
Right. Okay. And I'll tell you in the post show why I'm leaning on that higher 2 portion of it. But
perfect.
That's all the time that we got for today. Next week we're going to be talking about Fuerte season 3, and which is a recommendation from Jeb. But if you feel like we did too much justice and not enough justice or anything like that, feel free to contact us and let us know. All our contact information is in the show notes, as well as on our website at featuredanimepodcast.com. You can also join us on Discord and talk to us and hang out with us in there. And then, of course, on stream as well, where we stream majority of our episodes on twitch.tv/featuredanimepodcast. And then, of course, we have some affiliate links for you as well for Crunchyroll. Get yourself a nice free trial or get a discount off their store. Links for you are in the show notes for that. And then let's not forget about Tokyo Treats. Nice, wonderful, delicious treats every single month coming straight to you. If you use our affiliate link along with coupon code Featured Anime, you get $5 off that very first box. And trust me, the treats are worth it. And of course, let's not forget one of the best ways you can support us is by going to patreon.com/featuredanimepodcast. If you go there, $1 a month gets you access to bonus content that we usually post with every episode. And of course, don't forget about some Swinky swag, shop.featuredanimepodcast.com. And until next time, I'm Jack.
I'm Rick, and we'll see you next time.